Like, seriously, I'm coming out here to have...
The universe has a strange way of forcing things sometimes when it's necessary.
What's good, Manetta? What's good? And see. Manetta, pull your head out of Candy and Kenya's ass. Pull your head out, girl. Pull your head out.
Andy, it was brought to my attention that when I got up, you were basically saying like,
I said, and scene.
Oh, she's taking it.
Absolutely didn't make out with LaToya. Absolutely did not kiss LaToya. Where's that coming from?
Well, LaToya said it at the reunion, the season 13.
Oh.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 11. And yeah, I feel like this is definitely the second half of the season. It's going to be all about Drew Sidor. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
Start where we left off, where Drew's storming out, and she's over here like, I can't sing, I can't do this.
Oh, she is over there.
And sing.
Candy's like, and sing, because we already know that this Drew has been in so many different other altercations, and at the end of the episode they show like the little flashbacks of everything she's been through.
I'm from Chicago, bitch. Okay, this is a Dizzy bitch. I don't even know if I want to be.
Did you just call me a Dizzy bitch?
I did, bitch. Bitch, it's not being phony, bro.
So for this one to be the one that's like, oh my god, like she's crying, it's kind of weird for me, and it's just like, okay, I'm confused as well. And you know, she's pressed over $1,000 lawsuit, mind you. I've never been sued, so maybe like that's really what it is, but it seems like there's something else going on, right? So Kenya, Sanya, and Sheree follow Drew outside.
Go back inside. I did not. Can I have this moment with her real quick? Can I go back inside real quick? Let me talk to her for a second. Get this, like, seriously, I'm coming out here to have.
And Drew's just like, girl, at the end of the day, this ain't a joke. This is my real life. I'm dealing with real things. You're here trying to make it seem like it's so funny. And Sheree's like, how am I making it seem like it's funny? And she's like, you're in there over here just poking and poking and poking. And even though Drew, you just started because you brought it up. But she wants her to take accountability of, you know, being messy and throwing it in her face instead of just coming her one-to-one, right? But either way, y'all on the TV show. So Sheree's basically like, you know, she's trying to talk to her 1v1. And Drew gets up. She's like, girl, get this bit out my face. And Sheree's like, what you say? And I'm just like, Sheree, if you're trying to de-escalate the situation, regardless of what she's saying, just let it rock. Because you already know she's emotional. Just leave it alone. But so, you know, they try to calm everything down. Drew is telling her like, look, I don't want to talk right now. Just leave me alone.
I hate that you're going through a lawsuit. I'm sorry, Drew. I did not know you were going through any of that.
If there are any issues going on with her, it must be about Ralph.
Kenya feels like, okay, can all the girls just pitch in and just like pay the money, because this ain't that deep. Like, you need to get a better lawyer. What are you doing? And even then, I'm just like, Drew, like, especially for something like, I feel like in their status, $1,000 is kind of petty. For us, it's not. But like $1,000 is kind of petty, so I'm just like, I can see them just go ahead and just get this dealt with. But she's saying that, you know, I paid the girl money, I did this, she want more. It's bigger things going on that y'all don't know.
I don't understand the stress, and so to hear that you were talking about it was hurtful to me. I was at the courthouse before we came here.
But when she say that, she's not explaining what is it that we don't know. So we're all left in the dark, and I can't really empathize with people that that's not giving me the full details of it. So if we're trying to, you know, try to piece the clues together, and you say there's bigger things going on and leave it at that, it's open-ended. It's very much, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing more thinking and trying to pick apart what you're saying than really try to show empathy, because you just left it open for, like, I don't know. So everyone's at the table. Sonya comes back. She's like, yeah, you know, Sheree and Drew, they hug, they apologize, they amend, boom.
Apologize for bringing that up. I would not talk about it again. This trip is about us being vulnerable, and I felt like in that moment when you're sitting there, you were very vulnerable.
Kenya and Sheree basically, you know, come at Candy. It's just like, you know, Candy, you're never here, you're so busy. So it's just like kind of fucked up, because, you know, we want to be here for you, but you're never here, you're never part of any group things, or you have to leave early, and it's kind of frustrating. Candy, she ultimately understands, but she's just like, look, I have ambitions and I have goals, and when you finally have something and attain something, you don't want to ever lose it. So it's just one of those things that I'm just trying to keep striving and striving and striving. And I understand. Yes, I do feel like Candy needs to rest, but if that's her goals, we don't have to understand what her goals are, as long as she understands what her goals are, period. It's not for us to understand. As long as she knows that she's on the right track for her, that's it. So all the girls gather around. So it's the next day, The girls are sitting down. They're getting ready to go to the market in Portugal. And, you know, Kenya is late yet again. I just feel like it's a lack of respect. I don't like the fact that Kenya constantly has people waiting for her. This is like, what, the third time this season alone. And I just feel like it's just disrespectful because my time is valuable. And for me to wait on somebody is just irritating. It's just like, especially if you're hungry. I don't got the time. Kenya finally arrives, and you know, everybody they already was on the bus, so they're looking at her. They're like, okay, she's finally here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And Kenya comes out the door, and whoop. The girl busts her ass on the ground, and she seemed like she was in pain. She said her back is hurting, and I feel for her. Everybody runs out. Well, not everybody, but Candy, Sheree, Sonia, they all run out to check up on her, make sure she was good. And they, you know, the emergency people walked her to the stretcher. Kenya's like, Candy, can you come with me?
I don't even want to move.
So, we are going to take you to the hospital.
Candy, will you come with me?
Yeah, so Candy goes. I feel bad for Candy because Candy's only there for 2 days, and now she got to be in the hospital for 7 hours. But Kenya, look, that's my friend. That's my friend. I'm gonna hold my friend down. But when I tell you, I would be pissed because we're in a country that I probably don't know the language. We're in a hospital. COVID was just a year ago. No, ma'am. Me no go zone. Drew and Courtney go sit down at like the bar, and Courtney's like, you know, the universe has a funny way of like dealing karma for people, you know. And then Drew's like, okay, so what does that mean?
The universe has a strange way of forcing things sometimes when it's necessary. Get it? It does. You don't believe that? It's a thing called karma.
And she's just like, yeah, you know, sometimes karma just has a way of coming around, you know. And she just like, well, you know, Kenya's a mean girl, and it is what it is. And she just, it was what it was. She got what she got. I felt the comment was distasteful, but if that's how she felt, that's how she felt. Like I said, the comment was distasteful because the girl is hurt, but they don't like each other. So what do you expect? If one of my enemies over here got hurt, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I would say it's karma, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm like, girl, she got hurt. Well, oh, you know, hope she fine. Like, I'm not giving it too much at all. Like, we don't fool with each other, even though you know, I'm not gonna expect you to check on me, so don't expect for me to check on you. So all the girls get in the Sprinter and they basically go to the market. And while in the Sprinter, the topic of Bolo comes up yet again. And it's just funny because this is just like teasing what's to come, right? So all the ladies, they finally get to their destination, and the head chef is there, and like there's seafood, there's food everywhere, child. So they're just picking out what they want. I want this, I want the shrimp, I want this. And low-key, I ain't gonna hold you, when that food at the restaurant, that look good. I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry. Mayetta calls Candy, and like I said, Candy, she's just like, yeah, you know, we at the hospital, we're trying to figure out, there's a long line, you know, we just waiting for Kenya to get checked, this, that, and the third. And like I said, I would have been pissed because this is my last day in Portugal. I just wasted a day, and this was really a waste of a trip because the first day I was sick. Now I'm over here taking care of my friend, which I don't mind, but I'll be pissed. I ain't gonna hold you. So the ladies are back on the Sprinter and they're headed to dinner. Everyone sits down, and you know, Marlo talks about Scott. Sometimes I don't know if she's being real or not, but it seems kind of genuine. I'm gonna leave her alone. Marlo was pretty decent this episode, so it was what it was. But so Sheree brings up Kenya's comment calling Marlo a date, like a Tinder date, and you know, Mayetta's basically like co-signing it. And then Marlo, you really can't be mad that they are calling your date a Tinder date or like throwing shade at you when every chance you get, you raining on somebody's parade. Every chance. So you really can't be mad that they're throwing it back at you. So you're just gonna have to just eat it and just let it go. For real, because you do it every time. Every chance you can get, you're gonna throw shade at someone. So, you know, as the internet calls her Mayetta the mute, she basically tries to bring up Marlo when the whole DM with Roy.
DM from Martell, remember? Were you there then? So I usually do a lot of things that she did. So she went to DM. So that DM wasn't there, but that DM was there.
And she's just like, yeah, I just didn't think that was kind of crazy because, you know, you called out that you dated him and tried to gag Kenya. I just thought that was very weird. This and the third. One, fair game. Two, Mayetta, you were so concerned about Marlo bringing that up, but did you say anything in the moment? No, you didn't. You sat there drinking your drink, cool, chilling, didn't say nothing, but you had a problem now, right? And then three, it's like, didn't Martell do the same thing? So it's like, what's the difference between, you know, Kenya calling out Martell, then Marlo called out Roy. So, you know, Sheree feels that Mayetta needs to keep her head out of Kandi and Kenya's ass. Because right now it's stuck, it's lost, she is over here suffocating.
Actually has a DM. It's such a double standard and just ass kissing. Mayetta, pull your head out of Kandi and Kenya's ass. Pull your head out, girl. Pull your head out.
Like, Mayetta, girl, you really gonna have to do something, because right now I don't see you coming back next season. Sheree, low-key, I feel like it was staged, but whatever. Sheree calls Martell and he's on speakerphone. She's like, hey everybody, here's my man, thank you to my man. Right. So, you know, she calling and he's like, yeah, you know, you've been gone for a long time and, you know, I can't wait to see you because, you know, this is a long time we've been dating without having sex. I'm like, TMI? And he was like, at nighttime, you better think of me. I'm just like, it's just cringy. I don't know why. I'm just like, it just seems so forced and not seem genuine. He had the table on speakerphone. It seemed very much chauvinistic, showboating. It didn't land for me. So Sonya, Courtney, and Marlo basically can go to hell about their opinions about Martell, because they're like, oh my God, I think he is so perfect for her. I love him. Da, 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 da. I'm like, but how can you say that he's so perfect for her when y'all only met this man one time? What I would say was like, you know, I met him one time. He seemed like, you know, pretty decent, but you know, I really can't speak on the relationship because I don't really know the full parameters of the relationship. I only met him one time. So they bring up Kandi and basically saying scene, and Drew feels like, you know, Kandi probably was unaware and confused, just like how Sheree was. And Sheree's like, oh, this is not about me, this is about Kandi. This is about Kandi, keep it on Kandi. She's like, no, because she could have been confused on the same thing with you, so it's about you as well. My whole thing with Sheree is like, you're over here so concerned, but all you want to do is just throw Kandi under the bus. And I hope on these reunions, I hope Kandi tear you up, because her speaker on it, she already shaded you, because we still trying to figure out who is that person in them confessionals.
I see some fakeness going on right here. The only thing I thought was fake was the new cast member that keeps showing up in these interview looks.
Right.
It's a little fakeness going on right now. How do you feel about Marlo? Because you have said so many times that you didn't.
So Sheree calls out Drew for basically being fake with Marlo. She's just like, okay, so what's going on? Because y'all did not apologize. Y'all didn't make amends. You make multiple occasions that y'all been acting like decent. So what's going on? Because it just seems very fake. So Marlo, she apologized. She's just like, you know what? Look, I apologize for what I said. It was what it was. We was in the heat in the battle. It is what it is. Drew was like, you know what? I can accept your apology. All I want is change action, change behavior. Boom. We finally see Kandi and Kenya finally coming back after 7.5 hours at the hospital. I would have been pissed. And you know, the other ladies, they are out at Pottery. And this scene was kind of just like, And you know, Marlo says that, you know, every time Kenya and Kandi's not here, things go great. Even though, you know, Kenya and Kandi really are my favorites, we're not about to act like the reason why Kandi and Kenya are going off isn't because it's because they're responding to people's BS. Martell over here calling out Kenya. Kandi defending herself with Marlo on multiple occasions. So we're not about to sit up here and just act like they just went off for no reason. Right? Okay. So that's the only thing with Marlo. It's just like you make these fake scenarios and it doesn't even make sense to me half the time. So Sanya and Mayetta, the mute, pull up their whole acting chops. They're like, you know, we're going to get our Drusa door back. And they start rehearsing like this moment. It's just like very much like, we wish Mayetta was like this.
Hey, look, no, can you? No, come on, I've been trying to get with you. I've been with you.
I'm not gagging.
We wish Mayetta would, you know, speak. Mind you, I don't need for her to do all the If that's not her, that's not her. My whole thing that I want with Mayetta is like, if you're going to speak up and say it, stand in at 10 toes and say it with your chest. Because you be saying stuff and you be like, so Marlo, you said this. Like, girl, just say it with your chest. That's the only thing I want from Mayetta. Because, like, she cool with all the other girls, but she just seemed blah. She just there. They all finally get back to the hotel. They're prepping for the slumber party. Everyone meets at Sheree's room, and you know, feels very organic. It feels like the ladies are finally getting along. I think this is a great scene to show like maybe this can actually friend group can work. So I'm happy to see that Candy and Marlo are being cordial, and you know, she's giving her food, giving her plate, giving utensils, just being cordial. You know, it don't need to be all of that, right? So Candy gives all the ladies the heads up about Kenyon to let them know that she is good. She got her meds. She probably sleep. So, you know, Candy's leaving the next day, so Drew takes the time to, you know, try to gag Candy, just like, look.
Candy, it was brought to my attention that when I got up, you were basically saying like, I said, and see.
You know, I heard that you've been over here talking about me, saying that I've been acting, and I just find that really crazy because, you know, I feel like we are on a better place, but now it just makes me feel like, where do we stand? So Candy feels like, you know, the argument wasn't that deep, and Drew, you know, you get up crying was just weird. So Candy feels that, you know, she got so many verbal altercations, like what was different about this one, you know? Drew saying that, you know, I've been dealing with some things, and, you know, but she's not saying what she's been dealing with. That's why I'm just like, it's irritating.
Y'all wasn't even having that serious of an argument.
Did it ever occur to you maybe because I'm dealing with something?
So Candy apologized ultimately, and Candy still in her confessional feel like Drew was just being dramatic. So, I mean, we'll see where it goes, especially on these reunions. So Candy brings up drop it with Drew, and Drew's like, yeah, you know, it's going well. So Sheree tells the ladies that, you know, since we're all being supportive and stuff, y'all have not ordered nothing from She by Sheree. And my whole thing, Sheree, is your website has been down when it first launched. It's been down for almost a couple months. It's working now, but when everybody had the energy to buy, it got all the energy got sucked out the room because the website was down, and you over here I couldn't never give a rhyme or reason why.
And so we all get busy, keep moving. They been saying that it's overpriced and they felt it was on Alabama.
So the girls are just ending the night, dancing, having a good time, and you know, cameras cut, cameras drop. Marlo has her second phone, and she's recording down on the side, being slick. But this makes me think with Kathy and Lisa. Lisa, you couldn't pull out your phone. Nothing. Anyway, so the girls are over here talking about the whole Bolo situation, and you know, they're trying to have a good time because they basically saying that Drew kissed LaToya.
Like, no, I didn't. And I was like, yes, you did. Where's that coming from?
Well, LaToya said it at the reunion. This season 13.
Oh.
And Drew's like, no, I've never kissed LaToya. That is a bold-faced lie. LaToya already told us a bold-faced lie. Candy was like, no, but you did kiss her. I saw you with my eyes. And she was like, no, I did not. And then Candy's like, are you telling a motherfucking lie?
To tell me that I'm lying about something.
You want to say, you want to agree to disagree. Okay,
Candy was not having it. Candy's like, let me go into my room because she over here lying. I'm not for it. It's done. And that's how the episode ended. And I was just like, ooh. Let's see how this is going to be, because this looks very interesting. Candy versus Drew. I would love to see it. We'll see what happens, y'all. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.